parable of the unforgiving servant. Let's talk about it. It appears in the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verses 25 to 35. In the parable, a king wanted to settle accounts with his servant. One servant owed him an enormous sum of 10,000 talents, which is the equivalent of about 20 years of a day laborer's wages. Since the servant couldn't pay, the king ordered him, along with his family and possessions, to be sold. The servant pleaded for patience, promising to repay everything. Moved with compassion, the king forgave the entire debt. However, the same servant later found a fellow servant who owed him a much smaller amount, 100 denarii, which is a day laborer's wage for just one day, not 20 years. Instead of showing mercy, the forgiven servant demanded payment and even had his fellow servant thrown into prison. When the king learned of this, he was furious and handed the wicked servant over to be tortured until he repaid everything. So this parable teaches us that we should forgive just as we have been forgiven. Otherwise, we risk losing the mercy of that which we have received for ourselves. And that's the parable of the unforgiving servant. And I'll see you soon so we can talk about more parables.